Welcome back to Balderdash Academy. Our scores currently are myself in last place with 13 points. Next, we have Nate with 23, visiting Professor Joe Swenson with 30. We have Molly with 61, Steve with 73, and reigning champion Marie Stewart Harmon with 77 points.
Wow, big money.
Giddy up.
Big money.
Still early.
All right, it's time for our second pop quiz. This pop quiz is from our professor of STEAM, Professor Nate Green. What do you have for us, Nate?
Hey guys, it's nice to hear you again. I don't know how we ended that interview because my audio cut out and I couldn't get it back until just now.
We were talking about how amazing you were as a professor.
Oh, yes. That is a load of crap, but that's why we're here.
I was honestly wondering why there weren't more vampire references. I thought you'd keep going back to that. I was like, Nate kind of just dropped off that bit, I guess.
Yeah, I'm in my head. I'm like, oh crap, what is Alan gonna say about me? Because I don't know how I'm reacting to anything.
Just do the Coach Steve, where no matter what anyone is saying, you're just like,
yeah. Yeah.
Walla walla. Walla walla. Walla walla.
Okay, so I need you guys to just kind of take a break and settle down for a minute because I'm going to reference something that's kind of old here.
Oh, God.
All right. Yeah.
There we go again.
Back on September 1st, there was an incident that happened.
Way back in 2020?
Yes, yeah, September 1st, 2020.
Wow.
So what happened was there were these commercial pilots, one with American Airlines and another with JetBlue, and they radioed the tower. Something was outside the plane. What was that thing that was outside the plane?
Oh, I saw the documentary on this.
Yeah, that came out. Let's see. That came out in like November.
1960s, if I remember. The documentary, it was starred William Shatner. Mm-hmm. And what he saw, widely reported in a number of outlets, eventually made into a full-length feature film in the 80s, was a gremlin tearing apart an engine on an airplane.
Nice.
Did William Shatner do an interview on that? I feel like there was an interview.
2020.
I believe, yes, there was. I believe it was on 2020 with Barbara Walters, who, how we all know, is a big fan of Molly's original pronunciation of the word Wawa.
Wawa Wawa. Yeah, I mean, it was a great... he eventually adapted that into a spoken word song, which was brilliant.
Can we hear a little bit of that though?
Yeah. Can we hear that spoken word
Bob,
song there, Nate?
Do you mind if I share that? I hate to tag on your
I you know what? I think I have music right here that goes to it. I think it goes something like this, doesn't it, Nate?
Oh, sharing.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. There's this thing on the plane, and I don't know what to do. There's something on the wing. It is making me go do-do.
Do-do, 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 do-do.
The plane has crashed and now starts lost. So that was it. So, all right. So, William Shatner's documentary pick with Barbara Walters. Steve, what did they see outside the plane?
It was three geese, and nobody likes to see geese on the side of their plane. I mean, geese they took down Tom Hanks at one time, so you got to really watch out for them. Here's the thing: those geese, they weren't trying to blow up the plane. They weren't like those gremlins that Bob mentioned. The way I heard this story is they were actually doing this for scientific purposes. They were hoping to recreate a plane engine of their own. So they were sent up there by their brethren to study the plane engines. That way they could do cross-Atlantic flights just way quicker and more efficiently.
Yeah, it's very, so scientific study done by geese. Those Canadians are always out after things. And Molly, what do you think they saw outside?
Man, influencers are getting really huge, whether they're micro or macro, right? And you just can't stop them. You see them everywhere. People are taking their pictures, they're posing, they're doing TikToks, whatever's happening. So a big fad back in September of 2020 was tying little dogs to bunches of helium balloons and sending them afloat and taking the picture, right? So, influencer Barbara Wawa put her dog up on one of these said collections of balloons, and guess what? Up goes Tatiana, never to be seen again, except by the pilots of those planes.
Whoa.
Yeah, so dogs...
Influencing can be dangerous for dogs.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Marie, what did they see?
Yes, so it was two different pilots that witnessed this, and they had these two pilots had football teams from not Seattle that were trying to fly in for games in Seattle, and Seattle.
Which teams were those?
Instigation.
I just want to clear up the story.
Obviously, other football teams like the Cowboys and the Washington football team.
Wow! There you go. That's a reference to the show,
reference.
kind of.
Good reference.
So these two pilots had the Washington football team and the Cowboys, and Seattle was very, very clever. They did not want these teams to land, so they just sent all their mascots up into the air. The air was filled with Seahawks, just everywhere. They were everywhere. So the planes couldn't land. They just had to leave. They had to go back to Texas and Washington, D.C., because that's where those football teams are from.
Yeah.
So
Good answer. Good answer.
No football.
Your
No
husband
football.
will not disown you now.
so release the Seahawks.
Yes,
is what we
release
have
of the
here.
Seahawks.
Nice.
Yeah,
Forget the Kraken. Let the Seahawks out of the cage.
that's right.
Ironically, Seattle just got an NHL team that's called the Kraken.
Oh.
Wait,
That's
really?
cracking me
That's
up,
really
man.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's named after Phil Mick.
Wait, when did this happen? Oh,
Jimmy
man,
crack
that's-
corn.
Just
cool.
over the summer
Yeah,
during
come on,
the
coach.
pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Jimmy cracks
So-
corn. Is that what you just referenced? Mom?
Yes, it is.
That's my
He's
favorite.
the
have,
owner of the team.
Jimmy cracks corn, and I don't give
I don't
Jimmy
care.
cracks corn or not.
I don't care. But he has a team called the Kraken.
He snacks on corn on the cob.
We have Marie with flocks of Seahawks. We have Molly with dogs getting high for those likes. We have Steve with why can I never remember your answer, Steve? What was it this time?
3 geese.
What was it this time? It was the geese. Scientific
The
study.
geese, the Canadians.
Yeah.
Geese.
The right
Or-
answer. How could you forget?
I threw Canadian in there, but yeah, the geese trying to do scientific research. And then we have Bob's answer, which was about Shatner telling a story to Baba Wallace after
documentary.
his documentary. So which one did you like? Which one do you think is the right one?
I thought there were really good answers. First of all, I just want to award
you did.
12 bonus points to Nate for trying to figure out a way into multiple people's answers. Good job.
Thank you. I do that just like I dance. I just step on toes.
Well, you're getting points. You're getting bonus points for doing that. Congrats.
Sorry,
Let's
guys.
see here. Let's see. Bob's William Shatner Gremlin on 2020 with Barbara Walters. I thought that was a fantastic answer. I really wanted more,
you.
like a Shatner impression, though. If we could have just had, and it's not too late. I just want you to know that at any point.
It's on the wing. I
I was
he
going to
froze.
say,
can't move.
Yes.
did you hear that new Nas,
Off the wing.
on the new Nas album? There's a Shatner verse.
He's there.
Yeah, Bob, do you mind just
Queuing that up.
Doing that for us.
Oh, instigation
Getting
points for
that
Steve. Instigation points for Steve.
All right, just give it 1 second. I'm here waiting for something to happen. Like words coming out of my mouth. Thank you.
That was great.
Yes.
Nice job, Bob.
Dedication.
Oh, man.
Thank you. I went to the Shatner School of Juilliard.
You almost had to bleep.
It's a 12-year
yourself
program.
there. Bob,
Okay.
your answer for William Shatner and Gremlins and 2020 and Barbara Walters, and your impression is worth 41.5 points. Do you guys do that?
Yeah, it is.
Points?
Yeah. it is.
41.5.
Yeah, 41.5. I'm in charge. Excellent. I like
May
that.
I interject for one moment? Bob, was that a Simpsons reference with the gremlin on the
No.
plane? Okay.
No.
Listeners, you know what I'm talking about.
What you're thinking of is the Simpsons reference to the Twilight Zone
Yes.
Okay.
episode that it was
Okay.
based on.
All right, back to Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The hard thing about referencing The Simpsons is it's almost always a reference to something else. So
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's fine.
it's exhausting.
It's fine.
Exactly. All right. So, Steve was next. So his 3 geese answer, I liked it. He didn't mention the word sea though. Like he's had the
Oh.
word sea in almost
Ooh,
all of his
You're
answers
right.
so
They were
far.
sea geese.
Yeah, so
Joe.
no sea geese on that. So
Sea
9
geese.
points, unfortunately.
I did. You know what,
Steve.
Joe? I will say I did say they were transatlantic geese, so they were kind of crossing a large body of water.
That means
You're
that
getting
Nate was
fancy on
wrong
us.
about it being Canadian. Oh.
Because Canadians can't travel.
Yeah, that's true. No, it's us that can't
Not right now,
travel.
We can't travel. We can't travel to the safety net.
Right, exactly.
I can. You guys can't.
Well, you're
Right.
Canadian.
You're
Call
Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great callback.
Molly, the influencers, Barbara Wawa, the
Yeah.
great influencer, Tatiana. So I have just a serious question for you. What kind of dog is Tatiana?
Tatiana is one of those white dogs that wear a pink bow in its hair, and people put them in pocketbooks all the time and like push them in baby carriages. One of those dogs. That breed.
So
Baby
we
carriage
actually,
breed.
so our world is better because that dog is missing. So that's 15
Oh.
points.
Oh, let's subtract some points
15.
from Joe for
Joe,
that.
yeah. Yeah. -3.
Negative. That seems fair.
All right.
We all have to agree on it, Joe, to take points from a guest.
Yeah.
And we all agree.
Which is a rule Steve made just now.
Just now.
Welcome to Calvin Ball.
I mean, I do like big dogs, and I cannot lie. Does that count?
Ah.
Yeah, so that works fine.
Okay,
3
great.
points. 3 points for Joe. I
Woohoo! I
like that.
got my points back. Yes.
All right. Is that all of them?
Marie. No, we
Marie.
still got Marie. Yeah. So football. First of all, the realism in that was so
Said them.
palpable. Like, I mean, I was on the edge of my seat. I'm not sure
Yeah,
why
me too.
the Cowboys and the Washington football team both would be coming to Seattle. I'm not sure.
It's a
Same
Super Bowl,
time.
I think.
It's a
Seattle
weird
and Seattle.
pandemic time.
Yeah.
On September 1st. But that's cool. That's cool. The fact that you knew that the Cowboys played in Texas, but more importantly, that the Washington football team played in DC, that wins you some mega points. So I'm going to give you 19.7 points.
Whoa.
19.7.
You just know she's
Thank
going to
you.
win by 0.7 points.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
just-
Nate, did I award Nate points? Because I really want to.
Yeah,
You did, but
Didn't
you can
it
always go
award
back
me
and
a
award
point?
more.
Okay, yeah. So
he?
let's tack on an extra 0.6.
Nice.
Extra
0.6.
0.6.
Sick.
nice.
Like
All right.
0.6.
0.6.
All right.
Yep.
Don't
Yes.
complain.
All
I
right,
appreciate
Nate.
that. No, I'm
What
not.
do
I
you
appreciate
have
it.
for the answer? And
So
remember
here-
to share your audio.
The answer is not in the form of a question, but it is in the form of audio.
Tower, American 1997. We just passed a guy in a jetpack.
American 1997, okay, thank you. Were they off to your left side or right side?
Off the left side, maybe 300 yards or so, about our altitude.
JetBlue 23, use caution. Person in a jetpack reported 300 yards south of the LA final at about 3,000 feet, 10-mile final.
3,000 feet.
Only in LA.
Yes.
Oh man, that's
Only in
awesome.
LA.
Jetpack.
Uh,
That
Only in
seems
LA.
so dangerous.
yeah,
You should
that's
not be a
supposed to-
solid human in a jetpack flying with airplanes.
I don't think so.
Was that
Sucked
Elon
right up
Musk?
in that engine.
Probably.
Oh wow.
All right.
Holy
Okay.
moly.
Only in LA.
Sure did.
3,000 feet up, 300 yards from the plane. It's nuts.
This seems
Do we know who it
so
was?
It's amazing.
dangerous.
Well, I can tell you for certain that on September 2nd, the FBI was looking into it and they hadn't discovered it. But of course, it's, early January right now, so we know.
Alan will help.
Maybe.
It's not like we're taping this on the
In the
2nd of
past.
September.
September.
Why
That
would we-
doesn't
Why
happen.
would we do that?
Guys.
No, because who shoots that far and ahead?
No, who does that? Guys, it was probably Sir Richard Branson.
That's a good
Obviously.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
probably
Thank you for
was.
getting his title
Obviously.
correct. So you'd be surprised how many people don't.
Excellent. Only in LA, Nate. It is now time for our 30 seconds or less question. The randomizer brought up. Okay, so this is another hard-hitting question. Joe, we know that diamonds are made out of carbon. What are emeralds made out of? Your choices are beryl and chromium, aluminum oxide, or quartz.
Yeah. At first, I thought emeralds were actually made out of leprechaun. That was wrong because that was not one of the three options that I was hoping for. So I'm going to have to go with the first option, which I don't even remember what the words are, but they.
Well, if the leprechaun was named beryl, then you are correct. It's emeralds are made out of beryl and chromium. I'm going to give you 5 points for that. That was a good answer. So, our next game is called Lie, Lie Again. So I will read a weird or unusual fact about a member of the faculty, and this statement can be true or it can be a lie. So, as you know from previous episodes, like an entire first season, our visiting professor and fellow faculty members may question the subject to better understand whether or not the statement they are saying is the truth or a lie. Either way, the subject must try to convince everyone else that what they say is indeed true, regardless of how absurd it sounds. Now, we all know that Molly is a senior writer. She writes and casts commercials. But did you also know that in addition, one time, she also made epic Halloween costumes for one? Isn't that right, Molly?
That's super right. Yep.
All right. So, who has our first question for Molly? Marie.
What was the commercial and what was the costumes?
The commercial was for my client. I don't know. Should I say my client's name?
It's up to you. I don't know if
No.
you're allowed to.
No, I'm going to go with no. So
No? Okay.
That's safe.
So it was. So it's one of our medical partners, and I don't know how to explain them without explaining them. So they are they're really community centered, as opposed to kind of like a privately owned establishment. Anyways, I hope that makes sense. Anyways, so we were filming a child's piece and really promoting their pediatric care unit because they just opened a new one in a different town. I don't think I should say where that is. In a different town. And so we really wanted to promote this pediatric care unit. We were going into the fall. They were kind of dragging their feet from the spring into what it should be. And we finally ended up kind of getting the creative pushed out at the end of August. So we're looking at the fall, and it kind of just made sense to do something fun with Halloween.
So what were the costumes?
Oh, sorry. I trailed off. I forgot what the question was. The costumes are a mixture of stuff. So I love making Halloween costumes. I don't know if you know that about me. So I was tasked, because I absolutely love it, with making it. So I asked my daughters for some ideas, and we had a few good ones. We had Fire Unicorn Princess, where I took I took a sweatsuit and I just added like taffeta to it and a mane and a tail. Okay. That was a good one. And then I had Gymnastic Star, which was really easy. I just bought like a bodysuit off Amazon. Well, I didn't buy it. We bought it for, Warp and Weft bought it for a bodysuit. And then I just added some of that like fringe stuff to it. So just like these random things that, my daughter said. Of course, one of them said ghost. So we went classic with like the boop cut out of a sheet, which was really cost effective for the client, which we always want to be mindful of. So it was good. It was a group of like half dozen kids.
Follow-up question to the first costume you mentioned. Does it come in my size?
I can make it in your size. I 100% can. 100%.
I think that needs to be my like just normal everyday wear moving
I hope
forward.
so. I hope so. Because that's one of the costumes I'm the most proud of ever making.
It sounds amazing.
All right. Who has another question for Molly?
How long did it take you to make these costumes?
Oh God, it was like nights after like putting the kids to bed in like a weekend. But I was able to be like take a day and be like, I gotta go make costumes, and everyone was like,
Right.
yeah, you do, because it costs so much less for the client if we were just able to create them than actually like go out and when you buy stuff online, like it's so cheesy and like it's just, or inappropriate, which we didn't want that for our client. We wanted like wholesome kids having fun.
It's for a pediatric ward.
Yes. Yes. We don't need like maid.
No sexy nurses this time.
No, this time.
Which is so sad. Society is like that. It's ridiculous.
It's true.
Anyways,
All right. Who has another question for Molly?
So you mentioned it's for a half dozen kids, and you mentioned two different costumes. What did the other 4 kids wear?
Oh my God, I can't remember the other costumes. Okay, there was a ghost, there was a fire princess, there was a gymnast, there was, oh my God, what was it? There was a ghost, gymnast, fire princess.
Ghost, gymnast, fire princess.
Vampire?
I'm not going to lie, but this is exactly how my week goes. Okay, what did I do this morning?
Fire princess.
Classic princess, because we just had that. Definitely that I didn't make that one. We just had that one, so that's why.
Mother of girls.
And then and then it was easy. You just take a tiara here, a boa here, and a wand. And then it was like a pirate ninja boy. I don't
Pirate
know.
ninja boy.
I have girls, so it was just like a vest and like a
So
big-
we now know
Ninja boy
Steve's.
showed up.
Yeah, we know Steve's costume this year. Pirate Ninja Boy.
I still have the wooden sword. I still have it.
Is that a pirate ninja boy in your door behind you, Steve?
Call back.
Go back to last week.
All right. Who has another question for Molly, or are we all ready to move on?
I'll go because I haven't gone yet. I usually have tons of questions, and today I don't have that many questions. But did you tell us where this was shot?
It was on location in the pediatric unit.
Oh,
In the location that you can't disclose.
Location and client that can't be disclosed.
Well, I can't say the location because they newly moved there, and so I don't want to just give my client away. I don't think that's appropriate on air.
Okay. And how long did were you at the shoot?
Yes, of course. I art direct all shoots.
You direct all shoots?
Yeah, so I write the script and then help choose the talent, and then I am on scene with videographer and direct the shoot. So I work with the kids or the talent, whomever it is.
And the costumes.
Yeah. And I make costumes.
Costume designer.
I'm the whole
costume
package.
design.
Yeah, no. I actually love that's actually one of my favorite parts of my job.
That's really
It's
cool. I did not know that. I hope that's true. I hope
It
you're
is
not
true.
lying to me.
I am not.
I have, I know personally that you don't know how to set up audio equipment, so that does concern me.
I don't do audio, dude. I don't do the recording. I do the directing.
Okay.
I'm the director.
That is very cool. Please don't be lying to me.
You've heard the questions. Now let's hear your conclusions. Nate, is it true or is it a lie?
I think some parts of it are true. And I think that she's really good at this game. And I think she didn't remember what all the costumes were on purpose because she wanted to make it seem like it was true. So I think she's lying.
Smart. Yeah.
All right, a lie from Nate. Marie, what's your answer?
I think that Molly is telling the truth. This all just adds up to me. Truth.
All
Doesn't
right,
that make you
true.
nervous, though?
It does, but I already had to pee, so I don't know if it's just a combination
Let's
of
get
all
this over
that.
with.
All right,
long segment.
Steve.
Well, since
Steve,
Marie has
what's
to
your
pee,
call?
I'm going to do kind of a longer response here.
Of course.
I'm always going for like the meta, like trying to dissect why Bob would ask this question, what he would make up. I feel like this, because I made a list of real things for Bob. I know at some point you're just like, I don't know what the f- I've done with my life here. I made epic Halloween costumes at a video shoot. It seems like just generic enough that it was just kind of like one of those things where you're like, yeah, that works. It doesn't seem like something Bob would have made up. That's just how it's coming across to me. Plus, I like the idea of Molly being a director on these shoots. That is really cool. It's not even something I knew about you. That's so cool. So I'm going to say it is true.
All right, Joe, you have Nate with a lie, Marie with the truth, Steve with the truth. What's your call?
Whew, man. Yeah, I mean,
it's tough.
it is tough because one, Molly is very believable, especially with the. Can I say that? Oh, I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, she's selling
can
it.
I do that too? But also the ambiguity of it makes it like, well, what's the big deal? I mean, I understand there's probably some contracts and stuff involved. So
Just legal
man,
stuff.
yeah, it's the legal stuff. I'm gonna say it's true.
All right, so we have Nate with a lie, Marie with the truth, Steve with the truth, Joe with the truth. Molly, what's the story?
Steve, I do write the script. I do art direct. I do find the talent. I am on scene while I'm recording it. I cannot say my clients' names because there is a confidentiality that we have within our industry. I love making Halloween costumes. I absolutely love them. I have made Fire Unicorn Princess. I've made a gymnast. I have not made a ghost. I've not been Pirate Ninja Boy because I didn't do this.
Oh.
Yes, I knew I didn't know it.
Oh, man.
Done.
I'm so bad at this.
Nice.
Well
Nice,
done.
Molly.
That was great.
Joe,
Nice job.
How would you like to score?
Molly, for convincing us that you had done this, 72.7 points.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Jeff.
72.7.
Lying
Any
pays
points
off.
for the person who knew it was a lie?
Oh, sure.
Nope.
Yeah, let's give Nate a hole in one.
Yes.
I think, honestly, I want to give Bob some points. I'm not sure I'm allowed to do this, but Bob, I think you deserve points for writing a
Semi-believable?
lie that felt so believable.
Yeah.
That was in Molly's voice and seemed very like a Molly thing. So that was
Yeah,
good.
it did.
Thank you.
What
Guys.
is some points? Can you quantify that for us?
7.5.
A bogey.
Does that
Seven.
seem good, Joe? Does that seem
Yeah.
fair?
And
No,
a
it's
half points.
7.5 points. Absolutely.
All right, so that's the end of our first half, and our points are in last place. We have our visiting professor with 32 points. Next, we have Nate with 36.6 points. We have myself with 62, Steve with 82, Marie with 96.7, and Molly in the lead
Whoa.
with 148.7
Yeah.
points. When
Heck
we
yeah.
return, you'll hear Coach Steve with halftime and mask charades. Only on Balderdash Academy. Go Dashers!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh my god.
For complete episodes and more, visit us at balderdashacademy.com.
What did one trash panda say to the other trash panda? You gonna eat that? Oh, if you like that trash talk, you should choose the blue pill and watch us finish off some famous trash talk quotes on the next part of episode 16, only on Balderdash Academy.
Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. You can find us on your favorite podcast service as Balderdash Academy. Marie, go pee. Go Dashers!